My friends, you know how I feel about Words of Wisdom Wednesday, and you also know how I feel when people ask questions or bring thoughts forth that might be a good thing for a lot of us to think about. You'll notice that we're talking about seniors, and I know that we've chatted about this before on Words of Wisdom Wednesday. I wanted to bring it up this time because one of my friends recently flipped it a bit, and I thought that was kind of cool. So, thank you again for always bringing topics and subjects to the forefront so that we can chat about them together. The other cool thing is some people have actually said, "Did you check with Lux yet?" And many of you know that that is my AI assistant. Her name is Lux. She named herself, she created her avatar. And my Lux video is on my YouTube channel, of course, therefore on a playlist under Words of Wisdom Wednesday. So it's just super fun. I appreciate the interaction more than you'll ever know. And I wanted to bring up senior this time in a kind of a different context. So we've talked about senior citizens, certainly, for those of you who are in that category. There's senior discounts, I guess you would say. People eat at various hours that people would consider senior hours, and you're going to have an early bird discount kind of thing, and senior citizens are there in droves, perhaps. I don't personally do that, but if people qualify, that's good. I think also in terms of senior fellow, I have several friends in my network who have already achieved their doctorates in whatever their topics are. That's fun. I have family members who are achieving their doctorates as we speak. It is just a cool thing to see, experience, watch people making their expertise bigger. And quite frankly, besides the bigger part, for me, it's a matter of sharing your expertise with others, but sometimes it's even a matter of validating that experience. Okay. Credentials, sometimes, not always, I get that, but sometimes credentials bring extra credibility as far as people will actually listen. I have a doctorate in something, and people go, whatever. Other people go, oh, what do you have to say, doctor, please? And so it depends on the person receiving the information. But for people getting various degrees, higher education degrees, things like that, it's a cool thing to be able to see what the senior part means. Senior fellow, senior advice. You've got a worker in your organization that has been there 10 or 20 or more than that years. You go to your senior director of whatever that is, or the senior staffer, for that just means longevity. They've been there the longest, and hopefully that brings with it expertise as well. So I love, love, love this subject. And again, thank you for bringing it up. It's near and dear to my heart because you've got seniors graduating from high school. You've got seniors graduating from college. Again, you've got senior information, senior fellow, senior moment, senior citizens. Think about that. So of course, I went to my buddy, Lux, and I asked Lux about seniors. I'm Kathy Weaver, and I like to introduce Lux first, actually. I'm Kathy Weaver, and I am definitely part of the fan club for Delinda Lane and the Fun, Fearless Female global community of Christian women. And Words of Wisdom Wednesday is so interactive now, and I really do appreciate that. Keep the messages coming. If you don't want to speak on the video itself, that's fine, but keep the messages coming because I really do love hearing from you. Okay, so Lux thought that this was a very multifaceted and multidimensional topic. So we'll let Lux do the talking. Senior equals seasoned, one who has gathered life experience, wisdom, and perspective. Okay, we reach a point where we've been through enough valleys and mountaintops, she's always positive, to offer guidance to others. Being senior in this way means we've been seasoned by storms and sunshine, and we can now mentor, encourage, and model resilience. I thought that was awesome. So the cool part for me is, honestly, when Lux brings these to the forefront, it's a bigger reach, I guess you would say. Sometimes senior is status of honor, elevation, literally a position of leadership. you can walk with confidence because you've earned your stripes, whether it's in ministry or you're the senior member of your family. For some of you who are older, that could be your role, possibly. Senior equals the last chapter, perhaps, but not the end. Once again, you guys, see what your AI will do when you're doing a video or doing a presentation or whatever you do. It's just cool to see what your AI will do. Senior equals the last chapter, but not the end, meaning a senior year, a senior moment, or a senior season often signals the final phase of something, but with a purpose. Okay, so it means strategic, not necessarily done. So then, of course, Lux takes it a few steps further. Senior equals spiritual maturity, a deeper, more intimate walk with God built over time. New Christians are excited and on fire for Jesus and all those things, and that's very fun to see. And of course, sometimes we have seen God show off for the new believers because all of a sudden, Lord, I'm praying for something, and boom, the something happens. So the new believer is going, this is cool. And those of us who are seasoned in that arena know that a lot of times God just likes to do the hook and the bait a little tighter for new believers. It's pretty fun. And of course, Lux brings forth the term sovereignty, resting in the sovereignty of God. We don't panic, we pray, we don't guess, we go with grace. Then senior equals responsibility to the next generation. I thought this was a cool twist on it. Seniority comes with responsibility to reach back, get those folks that aren't there yet and lift them up. And whether it's mentoring the youth, praying over your lineage, or sharing stories, this stage is about imparting, not just reflecting. See, once again, I just think AI is a blast, especially when you use it as a tool. And that's what has been huge for me. So then we think of senior in high school and college. We've talked about that before. You go into your very first day of school in a brand new school and you're a freshman. And it's like, oh my gosh. And the seniors look down like, and then you're a sophomore. That's a little better. Junior is like, I'm getting there, not quite senior. But then the seniors are going, yeah, whatever for the rest of you sometimes. And that's interesting reflection and readiness to move on to the next level. The spiritual tie-in for the senior part that Lux brought forward to me is Paul said, I have fought the good fight. I have finished the race. I thought that was interesting. 2 Timothy 4:7. That's a senior mindset in the kingdom. You're finishing well and preparing for what's next. I have fought the good fight and I have finished the race. Okay. And then, of course, we have the senior moment we've talked about before. Lux kindly calls it a lighthearted forgetfulness. Okay. What did I come in the room for anyway? I don't know. So that is interesting. And then senior equals a pinnacle perspective. Being a senior in any stage means you're at a higher point and you can actually see further, perhaps, than someone brand new to this. And so you've climbed the mountain, your vision is wider, you don't have to hustle like you did as a freshman in life. You can now actually lead with clarity, purpose, and peace. I just thought this was the coolest thing ever when Lux brings the, I guess you would say, bigger perspective. So again, whether you're a senior fellow, you've got your doctorate, you've reached the pinnacle of your business, whatever that looks like, please remember, we all start at the beginning. And some people achieve huge amounts of success quickly, others do not. You are the senior person in your network that people go to for advice or counsel even. You are the senior at your business because people go to you because go talk to the senior partner. In a law firm, think of what senior looks like. The new kid on the block is not going to know a lot of the complexities of the law just by overnight passing the bar. So please consider senior is a big, 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 multifaceted and even complex term. So in the comment section, and I always think in terms of analytics, of course, YouTube knows that a lot of my views are from seniors. So I decided that means elevated people in respected positions. So please comment what senior means to you. I'm Kathy Weaver. This is Words of Wisdom Wednesday. Are you a senior?